And it started, so I'm ready.
Blessings, greetings, I am here.
Blessings. Can I ask who I am talking to?
I come from the realms of light and love and healing. How may I serve you? I am a collection of consciousness. I have no name, no age. For you touch the grass, you touch the chair, you think with your thoughts. And you think these things are eternal. You eat the food of the earth and you think they will change you. But understand that these are temporary changes and just experiences that happen to you day by day in your illusion of time. Your aim should be to find the permanent truths, the eternal spiritual truths, within everything, within each moment, which is more and more beyond. What you see, what you feel. For the spiritual truths are eternal. The spiritual truths are those that cannot be broken. The spiritual things are that what you feel, not that what you just say. For you can say, I love you. You can say, I am here. But who are you and what is love? I come from the realms of light. I am a collection of consciousness. How may I serve you?
Who are the 44?
There are 44 beings of consciousness, of light, of frequency, one of which who you are, and indeed the channeler is today. There are 44 who have a mission to serve, a mission to stop destruction, a mission to bring the spiritual truths, the spiritual light, and the 44 are to use their gifts wisely and in integrity to spiritual vibrancy and love. The 44 are the 44 aspects of a shape of a creation which is a spaceship, in your words, that leads to higher consciousness. The 44 have a mission to unite all of consciousness in ultimate love and higher understanding, involving the pyramid and the interconnections of many realms and many dimensions. This is far too much for you to comprehend right now, but you can comprehend and understand a little bit, piece by piece, as the jigsaw puzzle forms and becomes clearer.
Thank you for your answer.
You're welcome.
Okay, I need more information about Susan that Sapphire saw in her dream.
Susan came to gift you a challenge, to rise above your problems, to rise above the illusions of pain and suffering. For there are no organs, there are no limits, there is no pain. Susan came to empower and to uplift and to teach you to rise above the problems. I am Rainbow Feather, and I come with a message for you to let go of your past and to rise above the struggles, to rise above the pain, the judgments, and the torture. I come with a message to forget the small details of life, to forget those that hurt you, that lead you astray, for it is your responsibility to be as light as a feather, to compare your heart to a feather, and to rise above any limits and limitations that you may face. Forget names, for names are no importance. Know that everything has a role, from plant to seed, from sunset to sunrise, all is interconnected in your world to the river of source of love, the rainbow of love that embraces all consciousness and helps you to acknowledge who you truly are and eternally are in spiritual integrity. Next question, please.
What is the link for the 44 with Egypt?
I am Matt, and I come with you, always on all your journeys, and I bring a feather again, the message of the feather to be light, light as a feather, and to rise up to the top of the pyramid, to connect the pyramids to form into the stars. For the pyramids are nothing but dormant spaceships of light, which can travel at the frequency of thought, of light and love. The connection with the pyramids is to place the top piece of the pyramid and allow it to be an antenna again, so it can spin in a Merkaba, becoming a spaceship transporting communication and those that are willing to other dimensions. The 44 aspects all have a twin flame, connecting to the 88, the infinity, the realm of source of creation. The 88 are indeed pure ones, which returns to the 44 and returns to 11, the one who you eternally are.
Thank you. How I can place a stone up to the pyramid? How can make it work again?
You think you see with your eyes, you think you have illusions, but release this aspect. Connect to the eternal truth and release the fears of the impertinence. Most things are temporary and not permanent. You can connect with the light, the antenna, the pyramids, the travel, the truth of spirit, by releasing that is old, that is stagnant, that is not permanent. The quality of your spirit, the true aspect of ultimate love, is eternal. When you understand this, you will have one key. You need to take with you 5 keys, but 8 keys are available to those who are ready. First, you must access the Hall of Records. The Hall of Records is found indeed below the Sphinx, but also within there is a stone of integrity, a gemstone if you like, the most precious jewel which will shine light and love and truth into the most darkest of your fears and experiences. When you treat yourself with light and gratitude and spiritual integrity, you will indeed, just like the Holy Trinity, find your wings, your rainbow wings, with a halo which will rise you up and raise you to the spiritual light of Source. There indeed you will be able to transmute any lower energies and transform the pyramid to the Merkaba spaceship which it eternally was gifted so many years ago. But much in your life is temporary or dormant. It is your job to reawaken the highest spiritual light and truths when you are ready. Thank you.
You say much in my life is dormant, and I have to awake it. How I can awake it?
When you reactivate and you move and you flow like the stream, you will indeed acknowledge your crystalline nature. When you became dormant, so many struggles came to you. Flow like the water, be like the stream, connect to the source of who you are, and you realize that your world is just a dream. Flow, be like the water. Be like the water, flowing. Have your waves at times, for times of enjoyment and creativity. However, always know your source and where your true home is, within your heart of source.
Thank you. What has the connection with the 44 with Atlantis?
It is not just Atlantis, it is Lemuria, and it is about preventing any wars and any destruction. This time there will be no destruction. Of course, in your daily world, there is much suffering, there is many wars. However, these are just what you focus your consciousness on. It is time to purify, to transmute those wars, and acknowledge the light and the truth that was applicable in both Lemuria and Atlantis. During these times, you worked with crystals. Crystals nourished you, crystals blessed you, and crystals purified your nature. The 44 were indeed connected with their twin flames. There was 88, the infinity. They purified the streams when streams became muddy, purified people's thoughts when they had pain and distraction. They purified people's judgments, and they gave the vibrancy, the inspiration and the encouragement to all who came to them. The connection is about healing, is about journeying, and about being in spiritual integrity.
What about the connection between the 44 and Orion?
Orion or Orion?
Orion.
Orion is the realm in which you came through before you came to Earth. It is the realm where you will have some memories, but the realm where there is always a battle of consciousness. There is a lot of light, a lot of truth, but there is also a lot of energy which is into destruction. It is important to stay focused on the light. The connection with Orion is there is a belt which can be worn below or above, and the belt which can kill somebody, or a belt which can initiate somebody. Orion and the 44 came through the Akashic records with a message to preserve, to save, and also to teach those who were ready to awaken. Orion is a realm, a constellation if you like, of exploding consciousness and exploding stars, which indeed is who you are, for every being is a star in the making.
Is the war over? The galactic war over?
The war is not over till the crystals are found. Your crystalline nature is empowered, and every being awakens the light and understanding. For this to occur, There are crystals, and there are stones, and there are keys which need to be in place. And the 44 need to awaken their gifts. One is like the channeler here before you. She has the gift of channeling light and messages from Source. And you have the gifts and ability of recording, of acknowledging and documenting what needs to be documented. This indeed was documented in the past, but has now become lost or fragmented. There are other beings needed who can mechanically, if you like, create tools of light and love which can transfer energy and communication to those who are indeed ready. There are also those beings that are ready just to hold space of ultimate love, for within the womb, the matrix of creation, there is an infinite play of consciousness, a return to Source, to your true home. But however, there is still work to be done, a lot of work and a lot of understanding. For when people focus on the impertinence, the temporary aspect of your nature, which isn't eternal, then problems will occur. It is important to focus on the light, to focus on the love, and to use the highest expression of consciousness in all situations.
Okay. Okay, so do you have a plan to save the world, or?
We are the beings of light. We are the beings embraced by the rainbow of love. There are many plans, but not all plans go according to plan. And also every plan that has a plan will have an outcome. It is not of importance whether there is a plan. It is important that you fulfill your mission, and the 44 beings connect with their twin flames, their soulmates, becoming the 88, the realm of infinity, and they give their gifts to all who they encounter.
Okay, what is my mission in the 44 group? What I have to do I am the one who is supposed to make them understand who they are?
You cannot make anybody understand who they are, dearest. You can only shine your light and shine your love in humour, in gratitude, and in dignity to all those who are around you. By doing so, just as with the rainbow of love embraces every being, that is what your light must do. Ultimately, you have a mission, indeed you do, in your individual aspect and soul expression which you are currently residing in, and that is to connect the dots on the map to those beings who need to awaken. You do not even need to meet all the beings, but you need to connect the dots on the jigsaw, on the map of consciousness, and you need to do your mission, as was explained to you yesterday.
The pyramid mission.
You have a mission with a pyramid, of course you do, of bringing light and truth to the world, of transmuting the veils of illusion.
Do I know my twin flame yet?
Indeed you do. But the time you have spent with them is not sufficient. There is still more that needs to awaken.
Can I have his name? Or is it a good idea that I know his name?
You may call him something else, but just like the bees come with the sweetness of their hum to the world and collect to the pollen, his name which you should call him, is King B.
King
B.
B.
Like the buzzing bee.
Oh. Okay, King. Thank you. Can you tell me more information about the 13 Atlantean skull and our connection as our group with them?
Indeed, there are not 13. There are actually 24. Before, people used to think there was 12, and then there was 13. But there was 24. One is in the jungle of Guatemala. One is in Antarctica, the biggest one of all, the most beautiful, crystal clear. There are some that are floating beyond your realm of experience, deep in the ocean. There are also some that are waiting to reveal their location. They are but a computer that can be tapped into during trance, during your sleeping state, and also your consciousness during meditation. Meditation is your medication. Always remember that. Understand that the crystal skulls can speak, can see you, can feel you. In fact, you can even enter into the crystal skulls and they can transport you to higher realms when you're ready. The crystal skulls are indeed crystal, but indeed they are also something way beyond your crystal understanding. They are full of water. They are full of moldavite, and they are full of the most precious rainbow energies. That is all we wish to reveal to you as yet.
Fine. I wanted to know the link with the 44 and Christianity.
As I have mentioned, it is not the importance of religion. Oh no, it is the importance of the symbol. The two rainbow wings with a halo above, the Holy Trinity, as Christianity expresses, or the winged consciousness of Source. Indeed, many refer to the winged consciousness of nine, but we are not communicating that. We are saying the winged consciousness of infinity, the Holy Trinity, the wings that you have with the halo, the rainbow halo of love, of ultimate love and light, which will take you home. And the 44, the 88, leads you home within the wings of Source. When you are embraced by the rainbow of love, you will see so clearly, you will have the sweetness that is eternal. You will realize you are never broken. You're always well, whole and complete in the embrace of rainbow of love.
Can I ask a few questions about my friends?
You may, but it is not of importance. As we have mentioned, names come and go, friends come and go. It is about the missions, and not so much the individuality, but the collection of the tapestry that is important.
I do feel like my friend Therese is part of the group 44. My friend Therese with who I did the Reiki and the first time, and I feel she might be needed some help, you know.
There is help needed, but as we have mentioned, the best way you can heal is with your hands. Your hands were given to you from Source. Your hands are given to you to channel the healing. You cannot help anybody, but you can channel help for everybody.
From my hands.
From your hands, you feel the heat in your hands. You feel the source, the love, the light from your hands. Some people refer to as God's hands, as channeling hands, as hands of heat and love. You can just think about somebody and send them the highest and the best. The love of Source as you wish. The rainbow of love, the healing light. That is what is needed. Small details are not necessary, for light heals and colour is the key.
Yesterday in the session, I learned that I have to go somewhere on the 31 and that I have to be prepared. And I wanted to ask you how I can prepare myself.
You must be prepared by not having any plan. You may laugh as we say this, or maybe you don't understand, but you must be ready to be a channel of spirit, of light, of the highest and the best. You must not succumb to any lower energies. This is essential. You must be pure in mind, body and spirit. You have some crystals that were gifted to you today in the sacred cave, some of which are billions of years old. It is important you make a pyramid and bury it with these stones. Not all of them, but 3. Returns to the Holy Trinity, the power of 3, which is the vehicle which takes you to Source. On the 31st, there is much happening. Another portal will open indeed. The healing portal, and it will be an extension of the Pleiadian portal, linking to healing and higher understanding. You will also need to be in contact with Sapphire and Geraint on their work and their mission. The healing dolphins, the pink dolphins, the angels of the sea, have a message and have a key. And indeed, tomorrow you will plant some crystals and you will plant a message and communicate with these beings of higher intelligence. On the 31st, one chapter ends and another chapter begins. That is how you can prepare.
Can I do something for discovering my abilities or for protection, and what precisely? I already want to do meditation, but there is something else I can do?
Meditation is your medication, as we have explained. Firstly, to awaken your gifts, you need to master your mind. Your mind is a bit like a knife. It can chop a coconut and provide you with life-giving nourishment. But if you put the knife towards yourself, you can destroy your consciousness and your physical existence. Your mind must be tamed, your mind must be mastered. Understand this, for then you can overcome anything. For protection, purity is needed. Not to have intentions, and yet to be pure, In Thai there is a word which expresses it. Kwam bodysuit. To be pure, to be innocent. When you are innocent, you will awaken doors. For protection, you need the light. The light purifies and goes into even the darkest corner. For protection, you need perfection. Perfection is forgetting about the temporary density, restrictions and limitations of your dense world, and about remembering the eternal truths, the evidence of spirit, the truth of love, of source that unites you and leads you home. For protection, a rainbow cloak is needed, which you can visualize or wear. Crystals are a tool, but ultimately you must be pure and innocent in the realm of ultimate love of source. Then you shall be forever protected, just as the flower blossoms eternally in the light.
Thank you for your answer. How is the channel? How is Sapphire? Is she fine to continue 10 minutes or is she wants it to stop?
Sapphire is a strong soul. She is an old soul indeed. Sapphire lives to be in spiritual integrity, to share the ultimate love and light of Source. Sapphire is always okay. She is embraced by the rainbow of love. Indeed, she can continue.
Thank you. So, I want to know who I am, who I really am.
Oh, such a wonderful question. Who am I? Who are you? Who is talking to you right now? Is it you, or is it me, or is it them? Ultimately, do you know who you are? You must understand that you are a jigsaw puzzle of rainbow consciousness. It is not what I see. It is not what I feel. It is who I am so eternally. Just like a bird comes with a message to say hello. Just like the water will eternally flow.